It's not random that you keep waking up around 3 a.m. Not 2. Not 5. 3. Your eyes open, your heart is already going a little too fast, and your mind is instantly, fully awake, running through everything you're worried about before you've even had a chance to think. You lie there for an hour, sometimes two, waiting for sleep to come back, and it rarely comes back easily. This isn't bad luck. It isn't just anxiety. It's your body following a very specific, very predictable biological script, and once you see the script, the pattern stops feeling like a mystery. Most people are told this is simple stress, or too much caffeine, or racing thoughts that come out of nowhere. So they try to fix the evening, no screens, chamomile tea, a sleep app. And some nights, it helps a little. But the 3 a.m. wake-ups keep coming back because none of that addresses what's actually happening inside your body during that exact window. This isn't about what you did before bed. It's about what your nervous system is programmed to do hours after you already fell asleep. Here's what almost nobody explains. Sleep isn't one long, uniform state. It moves in cycles of about 90 minutes, alternating between deep, restorative sleep and lighter stages closer to waking. In the first half of the night, you get long stretches of deep sleep, hard to interrupt. But by the third or fourth cycle, usually landing between 2 and 4 a.m., your sleep architecture shifts. You spend more time in lighter stages, and your brain becomes more reactive to internal signals, a sound, a temperature change, a stress hormone spike. You're not weak for waking up then. You are, biologically, at your most wakeable. Now add cortisol. Your body is designed to release a natural cortisol surge shortly before you wake up. It's called the Cortisol Awakening Response, and it's supposed to happen around dawn, preparing you to get up. But chronic stress reprograms your HPA axis, the control center for that hormone. Under prolonged pressure, that cortisol pulse stops waiting for morning. It fires early, sometimes 5 or 6 hours ahead of schedule, right inside that vulnerable 3 a.m. window where your sleep is already lighter. The result feels instant. Eyes open, heart rate up, mind alert, like an internal alarm just went off. Because one did. You didn't wake up and then get anxious. The cortisol spike woke you up already anxious. There's a second trigger that compounds this, and it rarely gets mentioned: blood sugar. If your glucose drifts too low overnight from a very low-carb dinner, alcohol, or a stress-driven insulin swing, your body can treat that dip as an emergency, releasing adrenaline and cortisol to push glucose back up fast. In people who already run stress-reactive, that hormone surge can jolt you awake with the exact same signature: racing heart, sudden alertness, a wired, unsettled feeling. Research on this exact link is still building, but the pattern shows up often enough that clinicians treating insomnia now ask about evening eating and drinking as a standard question. Two very different triggers, a mistimed hormone clock and a blood sugar dip, can produce the identical 3 a.m. jolt. So here's what actually helps. Stabilize your evening blood sugar. Pair your last meal with some protein or fat, not just carbs alone, and go easy on late alcohol, which causes a rebound drop hours later. Support your HPA axis during the day, not just at night. Regular daylight exposure, consistent meal timing, and lowering your daytime stress load all help reset when that cortisol pulse actually fires. And when you do wake at 3, avoid checking the time or your phone. Both cues tell your brain to fully alert. Keep the room dark, breathe slowly, and let your nervous system understand there is no emergency here. You're not broken, and you're not failing at sleep. Your body executed a very precise sequence: a lighter sleep stage, a mistimed hormone, maybe a blood sugar dip, and it woke you up to protect you from a threat that isn't actually there. Once you know the pattern, 3 a.m. stops feeling like proof that something is wrong with you. It becomes a signal you can actually work with. Start tonight with just one piece: your last meal. Small, consistent changes there are often the first thing that quiets the pattern.